2025 Audi Q6 e-tron, Review. When word of the new Audi Q6 e-tron electric SUV first hit, it was to be an SUV of many firsts since it would debut new tech, a new platform, and new design elements. It's been revealed alongside its more potent Q6 e-tron sibling, but even in the tamer guise, is still sprightly. With two electric motors making up to 456 horsepower, the Q6 e-tron is no slowpoke, and it offers over 300 miles on a single charge. The battery tech on board also promises quick charging times, and although cheaper rear-wheel drive models are said to be in the pipeline, this model represents a good baseline for midsize EV utility. When is the 2025 Audi Q6 e-tron coming out? The release date for the Audi Q6 e-tron has been repeatedly pushed back. It was originally expected in 2022 as a 2023 model, and with the global reveal only happening now, we can expect it to go on sale in the USA later this year. It's available to order in Europe already. 2025 Audi Q6 e-tron estimated price and competition. There is no confirmed price for the 2025 Audi Q6 e-tron in the US, but European pricing cements its position above the Q4 e-tron and overlaps with the Q8 e-tron. Here, the smaller Q4 e-tron has an MSRP of $55,200, while the Q8 e-tron has a starting cost of $74,400 in its base guise. We expect the Q6 e-tron to come in at around $70,000 to start, with the Q6 e-tron, which we review separately, breaching $80,000. Rivals to the Q6 e-tron include the Tesla Model Y and the related Porsche Macan EV. Tesla's offering is quicker to 60 miles per hour, 4.8 seconds in long-range guise, and can go for 310 miles on a charge. The AWD version costs around $49,000, so it's quite a bit cheaper, but it also looks it. A better match is the Macan EV, with 402 HP, a 4.9-second benchmark sprint, and a price tag starting at $78,800. New Audi Q6 e-tron exterior and colors. The exterior of the Audi Q6 e-tron is a display of the brand's new e-tron design language. It shows off the way that soft shapes interplay with the creases and edges to form a modern yet familiar look. The glasshouse tapers a little toward the rear, and the D-pillars slope gently. The haunches on which these rest contain quattro blisters identified by the line running from the rear lights to the rear doors. The back end of the car is sporty elegance and muscularity, underscored by the continuous light strip that runs the width of the tailgate. At the front, the upright single-frame grille wears a mask in selenite silver or gloss black, and this also surrounds the grille and the side air intakes. The high-position digital DRLs are distinctive. These can now be customized in one of 8 digital light signatures. The matrix LED headlights are split items. With an emphasis on unique and futuristic lighting, the Q6 e-tron's rear lights are comprised of 6 OLED panels with 360 segments that generate a new image every 10 milliseconds. The headlights are comprised of 12 segments that dim up and down. This advanced lighting system can warn other road users of breakdowns or hazards, and also display a specific static tail light signature with integrated warning symbols when in a critical driving situation. While this is the world's first active digital light signature, the automaker does note that some of these functions won't be available on US spec cars. As for colors, the Audi Q6 e-tron will launch with 8 exterior colors, which include 2 shades of blue, plasma blue and Ascari blue, alongside the regular Manhattan gray, glacier white, stone red, or mythos black. S-line models will come with the option for Daytona gray. 18-inch wheels are standard, increasing to 19-inch items on the S-line. Make model dimensions. Built on the new PPE platform, the dimensions for the Audi Q6 e-tron showcase its positioning just below the Q8 e-tron in size. Wheelbase: 114.2 inches. Length: 187.8 inches. Width: 78.5 inches. Height: 64.9 inches. Curb weight: 5,180 pounds. Curb weight is specified in the European press release as 5,180 pounds of unladen weight. Given the slightly larger Q8 e-tron weighs nearly 5,800 pounds and the smaller Q4 e-tron is under 5,000 pounds, this figure is on par with what we expected the Q6 e-tron to weigh. Audi Q6 e-tron powertrain and performance. The powertrain in the Audi Q6 e-tron is a dual-motor setup that sends power to all four wheels as standard. The automaker says that rear-wheel drive models will be introduced later, but for now, we get this and the sportier Q6 e-tron, which we review separately. The new Audi Q6 e-tron SUV makes 422 HP and as much as 456 HP with launch control. The given specs allow for a 5-second sprint from 0 to 60 with launch control activated and on to a top speed of 130 miles per hour. This is thanks to the powerful new electric motors paired with a new lithium-ion battery which has a gross capacity of 100 kWh, 94.9 kWh available, which allows for potency and long range. Of course, the Q6 e-tron will be more rapid, yet. Powertrain. Dual motor AWD. Horsepower. 422 HP, standard 456 HP. Launch control. 0 to 60 miles per hour. 5 seconds with launch control. Top speed. 130 miles per hour. To further this sporty intent, the front axle of the 2025 Q6 e-tron has been partially redesigned with the control arms positioned in front of the suspension arms to allow for optimal packaging of the battery. The steering rack is also fixed to the subframe, and together with the updated front axle, improves the steering behavior of the Q6 e-tron. In addition to this, the rear-biased torque distribution as part of the highly variable all-wheel drive system helps to increase dynamism. The rear tires are also wider than those at the front, complementing the rear-biased weight distribution. The Audi Q6 e-tron is also a technological marvel, and the Adaptive Driving Assistant Plus uses high-resolution map data and swarm data to improve handling, accelerate, maintain speed, and keep distance appropriately. There are also radar sensors, a front camera, and ultrasonic sensors that work together to create a virtual route for the vehicle to follow. Standard driving assists include rear parking assist, cruise control, lane departure warning, efficiency assist, active front assist, and distraction warning. Gas mileage/range, charging, and battery life. Audi says the Q6 e-tron will be able to go for over 300 miles on a full charge on the EPA cycle. Of course, recuperation through braking is standard at up to 220 kilowatts, and the Q6 e-tron is DC fast charging capable on 270 kilowatts at 800 volts, which will enable a 10%, 80% charge in just 21 minutes. For the first time, the Q6 e-tron can also enable bank charging, meaning the 800-volt battery will automatically subdivide into two 400-volt batteries that can be charged in parallel. These two banks are first equalized and then charged simultaneously. Buyers can also charge at home on a standard AC outlet at up to 11 kilowatts. Audi Q6 e-tron interior and cargo. Audi credits the PPE architecture for the spacious cabin. The Audi Q6 e-tron seats 5 in comfort, and with no central tunnel to hinder legroom, even those in the rear middle seat will be comfortable. The interior design follows a three-dimensional, high-contrast design. Audi's digital stage is front and center in the Q6 e-tron, comprised of a panoramic display that includes an 11.9-inch virtual cockpit for the driver and a 14.5-inch touchscreen central display for infotainment. This panoramic display is curved and uses OLED tech. It's positioned in such a way that it angles toward the driver and, when illuminated by the ambient lighting, appears to be floating. A third 10.9-inch display positioned ahead of the front passenger is optionally available and features a privacy mode to prevent driver distraction. Also optional is an augmented reality head-up display. The MMI interface runs Android Auto, but third-party apps can be downloaded through the store. A 20-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system does duty, with 4 speakers mounted directly into the headrests of the front seats to enable sound zones in the SUV. Speaking of technology, the Q6 e-tron also represents the debut of the new E3 1.2 electronic architecture, which is the high-performance computer system that controls all the in-car functions. The self-learning voice assistant can also be used to control all vehicle functions and will make proactive suggestions, preempt routines, and create intelligent lists. As for interior colors and materials in the Audi Q6 e-tron, the automaker says that soft-touch materials are used liberally, extended from the doors across the entire cockpit and center console for a high-quality feel. It doesn't list color schemes, however. Cargo space inside the Q6 e-tron starts with a frunk that measures 2.2 cubic feet. In the back, there is an 18.5 cubic foot trunk that can be opened up to a 53.9 cube space when the back row is stowed away.